Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Man, a lot of you all are going to miss McFarlane toys. Now, DC Multiverse, for me, have been just amazing. I've been looking at a lot of what the toys looked like before McFarlane came in, and I haven't been a fan of that. Mattel is known for not being consistent. Product is never on the shelf. They're having problems with distribution and just getting shit out to the stores or to online dealers. Man, and I'm trying to figure this out. They won the bid to get DC Multiverse back, but we all sitting here clapping and stuff, talking about, ooh, we're about to get them. We're about to get Mattel back. Man, we don't even see no product now. All we gonna do now is complain. Oh, McFarlane, yeah, his stuff was inconsistent. Everybody's wearing underwear. Hell, everybody in the damn DC Multiverse universe is wearing underwear. I don't get it. They're superheroes. That's what they wear. But, people are upset about that. They're upset about the size inconsistencies. Dude, I don't get no shit about that. Dude, we supposed to want figures, and this guy's delivering. When he does the pre-order situation, dude, the shit comes out damn near the next week. What other company does that? Dude, we basically getting product left and right. We get what? The regular version, the gold label, the platinum, or the red platinum, or the collector edition. You're getting so many different figures, bro, that you got an opportunity to choose from a lot of stuff. And he was the last one basically holding out on going up on prices. People said, well, DC Multiverse didn't go up on prices. Yeah, maybe not at Target and Walmart, but in GameStop they did. Now, the thing that I want you to look at here is a lot of you all are not understanding. You're not looking at this from a bigger standpoint. How the hell does this work? How are you supposed to build a collection on nothing? Mattel is having a hard time putting Barbie out, which is their flagship franchise. They're having a hard time with WWE. And when they do, man, it's just like repaints of the old figures, man, and you like, damn, okay, same thing Hasbro pulling. At least when McFarlane does it, he lets you know he done this. And if he does it, man, he taking a whole nother step. These motherfuckers just do it and you be sitting there like, wait. Then with MOTU, Masters of the Universe, bro, come on, stop playing with me. This is their second flagship franchise, in my opinion, And where's all the product at, bro? There's no product. It's all basically missing in action. Dude, you cannot find MOTU on the shelf. If I do find MOTU on the shelf, it's MOTU that's been there for 2 or 3 years. Andrea, Fisto. I'm like, I don't need this. Then, for the Origins, you got Skeletor and He-Man still sitting on certain shelves, bro. And besides that, you don't get anything else. Bro, you had naked Stratos for a very long time. Turtles of Grayskull, they're appearing at Ross now. Origins cartoon versions, they're appearing at Ross and DD's now. Before you couldn't find those figures any damn where. And I'm looking at, they selling them for $12.99 and $4.99, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you're telling me that, the toy lines are not in trouble? They're in trouble, bro, when you cannot produce your own shit fast enough for people to consume. And people say, well, it might be just a distribution problem. It could be. But on everything, no, come on, man, make it make sense. Man, I'm looking at it just like this. People are tired. And a lot of times, when you get liquidation, it don't always come from stores. Sometimes it comes from the manufacturer themselves. Dude, it's hard to see that a lot of these MOTU figures, Turtles of Grayskull, that are unpunched came from like Target and Walmart. Some of this shit had to come from the manufacturer, bro. Because, again, companies are basically like, hey, if you're not putting shit on the shelves, we're going to remove your spot. And I'm like, y'all looking at DC Multiverse as it's like a problem or something. You know, man, it's a problem on the community. He just overfilled the shelves, man, and that's just too much. We complaining about a motherfucker that got too much product on the shelf. Come on, dude. It's just you just letting me know we complaining to be complaining. Dude, product on the shelf, that's what we supposed to want as collectors. But before we weren't getting any damn thing. We weren't getting nothing. And you know, I had every right to be upset my damn self. You know, I'm like, people like, why you don't collect just one toy line? Remember, I was collecting one toy line in the beginning, but they had problems with distribution. I tried MOTU, they had problems with distribution from the very start. When they started Masters of the Universe Revelations, there were issues with that line in the beginning. Even with Origins, there were issues. Now all of a sudden, it's plaguing the toy line. And people are saying, oh man, you know what? You know, you just a negative Nancy. No, bro, if your shit is never on the shelf and you telling me you getting one of the major IPs again, oh, come on. And plus, the shit that you produce, McFarlane shit look a whole lot better. And you're a bigger company with more disposable, disposable, just, you got more people and more, like, money to do shit. I'm like, we getting molds of figures that just don't look right. I'm looking at the old, Mattel DC stuff, man, and I'm like, come on, man. Make this shit make sense. I'm like, man, it's just real, man. It's just something to make you just go, damn. Could we just for once have something and just leave it alone without people just complaining about it the whole time? You know, come on, make it make sense, man. Y'all gonna miss McFarlane. Y'all gonna miss what he doing. Man, people are saying he's better off as a statue creator. He's not. He create great statues, man, but again, he make great action figures, bro. And people don't give him props on that. It's like everybody want to downplay some shit until you actually get what the hell you asked for. Nobody want what they asked for, but everybody want to talk crap. And that's just the way how this community works. The toy community is never happy. It gets stuff, then all of a sudden, 3 minutes later, it's complaining about the very same shit that it got. Make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense for me. Because you will miss McFarlane. You will miss, all of those particular, things he did. He did what? Like I said, the regular, the gold label, the platinum, the red platinum. Then he had the collector edition. He had so many damn things to choose from. Dude, you can have 4 or 5 of the same damn figures and they don't even look the same. You get what I'm saying? But with everybody else, they just repaint it. I'm like, come on, man. If you notice, that shit happens with Hasbro, with G.I. Joe. You got the same damn figures, just repaint it. I'm like, you didn't do any damn thing to it. Not a new head, not a new sculpt. But some of them, they may do get extra heads if it's like a deluxe pack, man. But, dude, sometimes you lose steam on this. But till later, thank you for watching. Peace out.